E3 is right around the corner, and any YouTuber worth your time is going to be talking about this great event in the gaming community. That being said, let's talk about Naruto. Hello YouTube, I'm Megumi Mary, the transgender gamer girl with a heart of gold and love for all things nerdy. One of my favorite videos that I've worked on here on YouTube is actually my review of Naruto The Last. The genre of video, as I refer to it, is a parody review, a style of video that I actually want to be doing a lot more of. But based on the numbers alone, it's very clear that people don't watch those videos as much as they watch some of the other videos I make, like a video about Steven Universe that has bare bones editing and nothing but me discussing a topic. And you know, while I enjoy making those videos a lot, I do want to provide content like this, but I also want to know that by making this kind of content, I'm not wasting your time in any way whatsoever. So if you happen to like this video, be sure to like, comment, and share it around. Ugh, you talk way too much. Just get to the damn review already. Oh, Larry, I didn't see you there. Come to torture me again? Well, as a matter of fact, wait, what did you just call me? Blairy. I called you Blairy. Why? Well, I mean, I've for the longest time jokingly referred to you as Bloody Mary, so it only makes sense that I would just shorten that to Blairy. You know, it rolls off the tongue a lot easier. Don't ever call me that again. Well, I am gonna call you that, so what are you gonna do about it? This is what I'm gonna... The hell? Yeah, I've been slacking on the dishes. You can't really threaten me with a knife if none of them are clean. Well, it doesn't really matter anyway, because I know, thanks to your last review with Naruto, that psychological torture works so much better with you. I mean, yeah, you're welcome to try, but I might as well just, you know, get on with the review already. So, let's talk about Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Trilogy for the Nintendo Switch. First thing to point out is that this is actually a 3-in-1 collection, hence the name Trilogy. But let's just start with the first one. The story mode covers the childhood saga of the series, essentially everything up to the fight between Naruto and Sasuke when he leaves the village. Spoiler alert, by the way, for, you know, something that's pretty well known at this point. That's fine and all, but the real thing to take notice with this game is the hub world. This hub world lets you run around as Naruto, jumping off a building, swinging from clotheslines, and using the Rasengan to open up these sealed rooms, you know, once you've beaten the campaign for the first time. Why don't you just try playing a match? Oh god, no! Quick time events! That's right, quick time events. If you use an ultimate jutsu, you are met with a quick time event of competing button mashes. At least in versus mode, you can opt to change the type of quick time mashing, but it's still just as awful. The worst offenders are the boss fights that won't progress unless you get the quick time event just right. So if you're not fast enough, prepare to get sword slapped by a frog over and over again. That's just annoying. Huh. Well, that's mildly sexist. Why don't we just jump ahead to the second game?
Naruto, hurry! Naruto!
Oh. I do not have a good feeling about this at all. You think that's bad? Wait until you look at the adventure mode. They changed how the hub world works!
That's right, instead of the awesome hub world that just makes you feel like a ninja with traversing it, we are instead greeted with this. You just walk around aimlessly from point A to point B and occasionally point C. There's some scavenging that can be done as you traverse the map, but honestly, I end up wasting so much time doing this. The worst part of this game, though,
The puppies hate me.
beyond that, the combat is just better as the ultimate jutsu no longer requires button mashes. Instead, that's just for the story mode's boss battles. If you do well enough with the quick time events, you are rewarded with flashbacks.
Yeah, leave it to Naruto to make flashbacks a completion reward instead of, something that's actually worthwhile.
I suppose it is at this point. I should probably mention the combat, seeing as how it's a fighting game. You pick a ninja. Of course, I'm choosing Hinata. The whole reason I even started watching Naruto to begin with. If you don't know what I'm talking about, see the video up in the corner for more information. And you also get 2 supports. You can make them attack, defense, or balance types. I usually go with either Sakura and Ino for a Kunoichi trio, or Kiba and Shino for a teammate reunion. You have a shuriken attack that can be powered up with chakra. There's a jump button that holding it down allows you to jump around in a continuous jump movement that is super useful for evasion. You can also double tap the jump to jump towards your opponent or combine it with a chakra charge to sprint towards your enemy or even away from your enemy in the case of Ultimate Ninja Storm 3. You have an attack string that you can use a regular and ultimate jutsu with sufficient chakra. There's also an awakened state that powers up characters, but at the cost of chakra and lower stats for a brief period when it wears off. In the first 2 games, guarding at just the right moment will allow you to use a substitution jutsu, but with the 3rd game, they made it into a gauge that has 4 uses and needs to recharge with time. These fighting mechanics feel the best in the 3rd game. Combine that with the fact that the hub world in 2 and 3 is inferior to the first game, and there is very little reason to revisit the second one at all. Oh, hey look, I can give these flowers to a character in order to raise friendship levels. I wonder who I'm going...
Hinata. Hinata gets all the flowers.
Moving on to the 3rd one, there's not much to say. Fighting mechanics are best compared to the other 2, and the roster is the biggest with a few minor characters as supports only. This is easily the version of play, but beyond that, I don't really have anything else to say.
The Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Trilogy for Nintendo Switch is definitely a fun time, but my recommendation is to skip the Trilogy pack and just get the 3rd one, as that is easily the best one. The only redeeming qualities the other games have is the fact that the hub world is a lot more fun in the first game, and I honestly don't know what to recommend about the second one at all. So I just say skip it. That being said, if you're an avid Naruto fan who just wants to play everything Naruto related, then go ahead and play the 1st and 2nd, as they're not horrible. It's just there's no real reason to play them, with the 3rd one having mastered everything else that those 2 set out to do, again with the exception of the first one's hub world. But with that being said, I have been Megumi Mary. Don't stop being awesome.